boys and girls, it's Mrs. Corrado. I'm going to do some fun experiment in the kitchen today. I want to teach you something about capillary action, which means something similar that happens in plants. I'm going to replicate using paper towel and colored water. It means it's going to do something, almost the same, because we know that water travels up the plant stem and goes up into the leaves and the rest of the plant. So how does it do that? How does it defy gravity? So we're going to put together an experiment here where I have 1, 2, 3 glasses of water, and I like the clear ones. I actually poured in just maybe a third of a cup of the water into the cup, and then I added 3 or 4 drops of food coloring. Today I used blue and yellow. Now notice the glass in the middle doesn't have any. I want to see if I can get the blue water and the yellow water to both to travel, walking water is what we're going to call this, from one glass to the next. And we're also going to be able to predict, if you don't already know, you can guess what color is going to wind up being in the middle cup. So I want you to take a piece of paper towel. Notice how I have a small strip of it, and then I'm going to fold it so it's in about 1 inch, and then I folded it so it can travel from one cup to the next, and I have one from each one. So we're going to set those in there and then see what happens. Oh my goodness, right away I start to see water going up the paper towel. So we're going to have to wait a little while and see what our results are going to be. Look what happened. Oh my gosh. I'm so surprised because I really thought that I would have more water in that middle cup. So let's try to do some problem solving and see what could I have done better. Maybe I should have put the paper up higher so it dripped off the cup, because what happened is it started soaking up the color from the middle and going up the paper again. Maybe I shouldn't have moved it and put it in a room where there was a ceiling fan on, because maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe some of it evaporated because it was left overnight. It takes a long time for that to actually go down all that paper. So let's try to explain. We talked about capillary action, and let's see, that is actually called an adhesive force. And an adhesive force is when unlike molecules react together. Now, forces sometimes have equal forces and sometimes they're not equal. So in this case, the paper towel had more force to attract and break the cohesive bonds that water has. So it actually took and forced the water up the paper towel, because it also has that soaking up property that we all use paper towel for. So that's pretty awesome. I can even show you an example of this. If I put my hand in the water, what all happens? You all know what happens when you touch water. Your finger gets wet. So there's actually water and a drop that looks like it wants to fall off my finger, and that's also another one of those adhesive forces. So think about the word adhesive. It usually means something sticks, right? So you can try this experiment at home yourself. You can use the properties of the scientific method. Make sure you make a plan, make a hypothesis, gather your materials and everything you need before you start, and then pay attention, take some notes, try to figure it out, come up with a conclusion. Have fun, and I'll show you a close-up picture of this when it's done. You'll see what it looks like a little closer up. Take care.